the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Today is November 7, 2021. It's 3:14 a.m. They changed the time, so it moves back 1 hour behind. But I got up a little bit, my usual time. But when I was about to get up, that's when my husband is coming to bed. He was just chilling in the living room, and then I just stayed in bed and pillow talk. But anyway, I'm uploading this video that I did yesterday. I was gonna put them out yesterday night. This one, this is my recording from yesterday, and it was 2 hours worth of recording, but I split it into two. And the first one I already upload is gonna be done later today at 6 a.m. and this one is gonna be at 4 p.m. Give you guys some time to check the other squads out, because today's Sunday, but you guys have your church and things like that. But I did mention it on my community board that I might put this out today. All this is Buzi's tweets, Bat Sentinel. These are all his tweets. Alright, so yesterday before I went to bed, I remember I was 1,400 I think it was 19, but I got the screenshot when it was 1,418. I'll show you that one. I have a screenshot of that. Alright, so let's go on Twitter, see what's going on.
Nothing
one is right there on my homepage. I didn't bookmark this, but since it's there, let me just go over it. All right, y'all know I'll choose B. All right, which one is that? Which will you choose? Let's see. Which will you choose? Your house clean itself, 8 hours of solid sleep every night, personal chef, a year of free beauty treatment. I'll pick A. The house clean itself, because no matter, it seems like every time I clean, it's like I'm making more room for the kids to bring their stuff out. My goodness. Oh, something just went in my eye. I'll choose A. For the sleep, every time I'm in the living room watching TV with them, I'm out. So the sleep, I think I'm okay for now. Thank God. Okay, I will choose A. Okay, me too. E. All of the above. All of the above. A. A lot of people says A. C. What's C? Personal chef. I'm okay. For me, my food is simple. Actually, I have to cook today for them. I'm gonna make some chicken, potatoes, and some rice. And I just wish my kids will eat some vegetables. I'm the only one who's eating the vegetables that I have every time I make them. No matter what vegetable, they will not eat it. Okay, it's A for me. Okay, a lot of people choose A, mostly A. There's B, A, and B. A seems to be the number one, and that's what I would choose too. Alright, next tweet. These I bookmarked myself. I bookmarked these last night before I went to bed. Alright, let's see. Hilarious. Everyone is saying that they look old. Okay, yeah, I need to go into this to let you know, to show you what they're talking about. Alright, so it's a thread, by the way. Okay, Bahaha Squaddies, please to come here. She's calling, come here and come and listen to this. Quick, he said Wilfred and Skiddy are 40 going on 70. Alright, oh my god, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's listen to it.
If you don't mind my interjecting, they're also pertinent because they're doing exactly what a lot of people who are opposed to the royals have been saying royals should be doing all along, making their own money, paying back the taxpayers. And they're doing all of these things while still maintaining relationships with their charities, while still putting goodwill out into the world. Isn't that what we've wanted royals to do all along? And if that's what they're doing, why are they being criticized?
I think this is quite important because
okay, I have to stop in between. You guys gonna hate me for that. I have to stop. But I'm assuming the Asian lady is talking about Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan are making their own money and then they're still connected to their charity. So I think she's using that as the example. I didn't see it on the clip. It probably is, but this one, the one that I'm watching right now, is not. Then show it. All right, so let's listen to this. Let me move it back a little bit.
Why are they being criticized?
I think this is quite important because it goes to the heart of why the monarchy is, in my view, in quite a lot of danger, I think, over the next few years, because when the Queen dies, and it will be King Charles if he's still alive, because we don't get to skip, there's no choice. I was interested in the notion that there should be a regent. I mean, I was listening to what Sean was saying, thinking, well, it's all speculation, we can suggest ideas and talk about it, but we're all spectators, and this is the problem with the monarchy, is that it treats us like spectators when we should be participants. And we should be saying, well, actually, I'm going to have a vote on who replaces the Queen as the head of state. But I think the problem is that when the Queen's on, she is their heat shield. She protects them from an awful lot of damage.
Can you imagine that if the people had to choose who's gonna be the next head of the monarchy, a lot of head would have been blown, because they would choose Harry. They will choose Harry. Alright, so that's one thing here.
Queen's one, she is their heat shield. She protects them from an awful lot of damage that scandals might otherwise do to them.
Okay, with this one, you guys, I know I'm gonna get the thing on the comment section, but it popped up in my mind. I posted on my community board that Daily Mail is gonna try to, what did they say? Is gonna bring the copyright case again, because how do you call it? What's the term? I have to go. I can't. I don't remember the term that I put. What was it? The term that they use. Okay, what's the use? Okay, Sunday appeal. That's it. I couldn't think of the word appeal. Okay, Mel on Sunday appeals against Meghan, victory next week. All right, so You see how long they took to appeal that? Okay, so they're gonna try to appeal that. And I'll put the link of the article in the description. The fact that the Queen is preventing a lot of damages. That's what came to mind when he said the Queen is preventing a lot of damages. Those royals, Charles and William, they don't see, for some reason, they don't see some of the nonsense that they're doing will get people upset, especially the younger one is doing a lot of damages to the family. They don't see it because they only see their objective. They have that tunnel vision just to destroy, and then as they're destroying, they don't see the ripple effect of their behavior. But the Queen, on the other hand, she sees that. Okay, she sees if they do certain things, there will be a lot of damage to the family, because a lot of people don't want them to be in existence to get the how do you call this, the taxpayers' money. So the Queen is very smart. The Queen is very smart. I'm not saying I agree with her position or her tactic or anything like that, but she's very smart. She understands that. Can you imagine if you are the one who's receiving taxpayers' money, doing absolutely nothing, just get up a couple days during the year to just go cut ribbon? Tell me if that's not the best job ever. Okay, you get millions of dollars, but the other worlds don't get that. They don't get that. They see the privileges that they have and all the things they have at their disposal. All right, so they're abusing it, and at the same time, they don't know abusing that and to do their objective, their work, their betting. All right, they focus on their objective and not seeing as they do their betting, their whatever it is. Like, for instance, look how the Jason Kenoff and all of that trying to destroy Meghan and all of that. They don't see the ripple effect of that. Okay, but the Queen sees it. This is why she's so quiet and many other things. And as she does her thing, she does it in the background quietly. You know, like exempt from so many things. How do you call this? My terms are not coming. You know, like save the planet and all of this kind of things. But the others, they don't see that. All right, so let me move back a little bit because I took a while to.
She protects them from an awful lot of damage that scandals might otherwise do to them. And when she's gone, it'll be King Charles, who is a difficult person to warm to and to relate to, who is, he likes to lecture people on things like the environment and then flies around by helicopter and so on.
Does this thing.
And Prince William, who is increasingly looking like a chip off the old block and is also lecturing people on the environment and then flying around by helicopter and so on. And quite frankly, I don't want to turn it into a personal thing, but in terms of, it is a personal thing in terms of everyone talks about their popularity and all the rest of it. They're quite a dull, uninspiring couple. They're not particularly interesting. They do look quite fuddy-duddy. They look sort of 40 going on 70.
They look 40 going on to 70. Oh my God. The squad then said that. I think I respond to that. Oh my goodness. All right. He said it in a serious face too. That's the thing.
And that's it. And then in the sidelines, in the wings, as it were, not going away as much as Charles might hope, is Prince Andrew, sort of, on the run from the FBI, sort of hiding behind the Metropolitan Police, desperately trying not to have court notices served.
Yeah, and with that Mail on Sunday thing, that trying to appeal the Meghan's copyright thing here, they're gonna drag it out because of what is it, the Andrew thing. So definitely it's working with the monarch, but I don't think the Queen is gonna let another word the damages. All right, the Queen have to look at the pros and cons. Okay, which one is gonna be worse for the monarch? All right, she could tell the judge, which way to go, in a way, in my humble opinion. For some of you, I saw a comment that was there for a while. Someone said, make sure to mention to some of my new subscribers, majority of the thing that I said are my humble opinion. Okay, so the leverage of what would be worse for the monarchy, the Queen will let the judge know, okay, which way to go. Okay, the Prince Andrew thing, or the Meghan thing. All right? Because the Prince Andrew thing, I don't know. Another word for the mail on Sunday, the appealing thing, how the thing is going to be dragged out and all of that. So it depends, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't think Meghan give a F about the monarchy. She's going to spill the beans. She will spill the beans. But we'll see. We still have to pray. I want her to leave this behind and move on with her life. But if push comes to shove, she's going to let it be known. She will let it be known. All right. And the other thing that came to mind while I'm editing is that they've tried their best to avoid for the case to continue in the U.S. But what they realized, you see, all the thing that, the case met police, clear Andrew, he didn't do any wrongdoing. I knew that was just BS, because the thing didn't take place. It wasn't filed in the UK. It filed in New York. So whatever the Met Police said, they don't recognize it in the US. So they tried their best, everything that they could, to avoid for that to be for the trial to go. But they realized that everything that they're doing didn't work. And by now, they should know that people are still seeing the case for what it is. Whatever they try to prevent people from talking about it, all the BS they've been doing, their tactic, to overshadow this, to overshadow that, they are still gonna be talked about it. No matter what they do. So this is where the Queen have to take a leverage. Okay, I've tried all of this. Okay, the Met Police clear my son. Okay, but the case is still going on. I tried to do this, but the case is still going on. I tried to do that. The case is still going on. Now, the Mail on Sunday decided to bring this. Do I want to hear some dirt? All right, so they've tried their part already with Andrew. The case is still going on. And that had nothing to do with Meghan. All right, so they can't blackmail Meghan for anything here with Andrew thing. Andrew was doing his own dirty thing by himself. So now the Queen have to think about, okay, do I want this to continue? All right, where Meghan has another baggage for the firm to still drag the firm out if that goes to court. Okay, if that goes to trial. So this is something, a leverage that the Queen have to think about. The others probably don't see that. All right, but the Queen sees she doesn't have that tunnel vision like the others. So she had to outweigh which one is worse. Okay, should the judge let it continue, or should it just, completely out of it and don't bring this back again, because we just dodged a huge bullet here where it didn't go to trial, it went to summary. And the other thing we have to think about, Charles had brought similar cases before where they intervened with a private letter. Even though his letter had to do with, what was it about? I think it had to do something he wrote to another public official from another country, but they intervened and they still, this I think could have been a public thing, because it was between officials and stuff like that. But Meghan's thing was completely private, and they had clear Charles for his letter. So I don't see how this could be different. All right, so it's just, in my humble opinion, I think they're just throwing a Hail Mary. Mail on Sunday or whatever the newspaper is just throwing Hail Mary. They have nothing to lose right now. All right, so, and then the Queen could also say, keep the case as it was, don't drag this anymore. Okay, that's my side note on this. Right? And then that Jason Kenoff here, who was supposed to come and tell his part of the story, he never showed up in court, didn't say anything. So I don't know what the Mail on Sunday is going to be saying, unless all this time that they took, all right, to appeal it, maybe it's to do the tactical thing to see which way they could go and bring this their new argument or something like that. That's all I'm saying here. All right, but this one here, they're so dull. No, they're not interested, and they're 40 going into 70. So it's a thread. Let's see what else. Okay, so there's more to it. So that's perfect. Let's see here. There's 56 seconds left here.
Court notice is served to him, and Prince Harry on the run from the family, doing his own thing in the US and showing people, including, I would say, showing Prince William's children that there is actually a more entertaining, more fun life to have than sort of being dragged around these rather tedious royal engagements that they keep doing. So I think
You see, I've said it, but I think other squad also said it. All right, what Harry's doing is paving the way for the rest of the royal family, and then the person that who I think who's really gonna follow Harry's footsteps, there he is. He's fighting for is this what's his name? I don't know his name, but it's what's the Queen's son, the youngest, the Ardent production guy. All right, that's the son here. I believe he's the one who's gonna, for some reason, I don't know, my instinct said he's the one who's gonna be the next to leave. All right, so let's continue. So he's saying some of the things the squad have been saying.
Keep doing. So I think what you're going to see is, as I said before, Charles is very easy to criticise. People criticise him all the time, and we put up billboards in Glasgow this week. One with a picture of William, one with a picture of Charles, calling them climate change hypocrites, and that engages people. That gets people talking about it. If I did that 50 years ago, I would have had an absolute. I'd probably be in hiding. Fearing for my life. But people are happy to hear that kind of criticism of Charles and William in the way that they wouldn't necessarily tolerate it with the Queen. The court notices served to him.
Okay, it's starting all over again. All right, let's see here. So there's more. All right, so the thing looks like it's okay. It's I'm not gonna click on it. All right, cdn.jwplayer.com, the British monarchy. What does the future hold? All right, so that's the name of it. All right, so there's some of the squad. Bahaha, 40 going on to 70. Wow, the gentleman wasn't mincing his words. Okay, dull and uninspiring couple. All right, that's in quotes. Okay, truer word have never been spoken. Baldy and mumbles are as interesting as drywall. Oh my God. Okay, this entire video is on fire. Quote lectures people about the environment and then goes around in a helicopter. I mean, the squad are stating the gentleman's word. Okay, so true, so true. He really said it. Lord have mercy. Thank you for sharing. Where is it? We aim to please. Okay, 40 going to 70. Love this guy. He got quite a few jabs in. All right, so that's the comment under this. The person who tweeted it. All right, and then now I'm going to the person who called the squad to come and look. Okay, there it is. Bahaha, squaddy, please to come here. Quick, he said Wilfred and Skiddy or 40 going into 70. Okay, there's it. Well, Sussex, I'm looking forward to your podcast. All right, let's see. I just broke out into song. Oh, yeah, there's trouble right here in the Monarchy City with a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pull. My goodness, let it all crash like Angry Birds too. All right, I scream. Maybe Chuck or Queen Elizabeth II is trying to drag Harry back because they see Walmart has turned them into a disaster firm. Been seeing a lot of water being thrown at the Sussexes and their friends by UK media and wondering why now. Maybe Chuck's grand plan after Queen Elizabeth II is to say, sorry Harry, please come back home. As a side note for this comment here, what came to mind is that thank God, all right, thank God Charles had put out his plan way ahead, let people know what was his plan to slam down the monarchy. All right, with that being said, slamming down the monarchy, couple of the walls would not be part of that circle. This is the big head that he had. He thought the firm was the shit. So knowing the fact that this is what his grand plan is, and then certain group, pretty much William's kids, will be part of that grand plan, and Harry, who's not heir to the throne, will not be part of that grand plan. Why put up with the BS? All right, so I have to thank God for all of this, where everybody showed their cards way ahead and allowed Harry and Meghan to make a plan of their own. Okay, not only they were being abused by the tabloid and their family was not backing them up. All right, so it forces them to make a plan of their own and say it's not worth it. We're not even gonna be part of your grand plan when you become king. So why put up with this BS? So this is what came to mind as I read this comment. I don't think Meghan will stop her over there. I think maybe Harry will go. I don't know. I just don't see them together with their family go back over there. No, it was too much, too much. I myself, okay, this is my humble opinion. I don't know what they're gonna do. Harry and Meghan are more bold than I am. Okay, I don't see them going back over there. Absolutely not. Their safety and everything, no. When they were, when the media and everybody else were criticizing them, nobody opened their mouth to stop them, to stop the media from bashing Harry and Meghan. So I don't see Harry. Well, maybe Harry. Okay, I'm not talking for Harry here, but for Meghan, I don't know. I don't know. If she goes maybe for a day to visit her charities to still keep them up or something like that, but the kids are gonna stay in the US, but never step a foot over there until they probably at 18. All right? Because I don't see that. I really don't see that. Okay, it was short-sighted of them to deny the half in or out after the constant attack. Okay, there's somebody who see exactly what I'm seeing here. That I'm saying here. It was a short-sighted of them to deny the half in or out. Okay, the thing is that the tunnel vision, they don't see the ripple effect because they thought so highly of themselves. Talking about the monarchy, they thought of themselves so highly of themselves. Then Harry and Meghan gonna need us, but they didn't know. Meghan and Harry are fighters. They know how to work. All right, they all hands-on of people. They don't just sit back and let people do things for them. They all hands-on. They know how to survive. The hurdle that Meghan went through before she met Harry, of course she's gonna survive. Okay, it was short-sighted of them to deny the half in or out after the constant attack on Meghan and Harry having too many commitments. The damage is done. Thank you. All right, they seriously underestimate Harry and Meghan. That is true. Exactly what I was saying. Bill is definitely a ship of the old bitter black. His jealousy of Harry and Meghan made him make a stupid decision. That is true. That is true. All right, they didn't see the ripple effect of their BS. Okay, 40 going into 70. I like this comment a lot because this is exactly what I see here. Okay, quote. And on the sideline, there's Prince Andrew on the one from the FBI. The squad or something, laughing my ass off. Okay, oh, this is so good. Okay, this is so good. The tea, but did he lie? I don't think he lied. He didn't lie. Okay, Wilfred and Skitty are 40 going on 70. There's the laugh. Okay, dull and uninspiring. Looking for 70 going on 40. He didn't lie. Okay, that's the other one. Listen to it twice. Can't detect any lies. Thanks for sharing. Oh, the spice. Okay, well, could not have said it better myself. Okay, keep it real. Let's have tea. Okay, they look like 40 going on to 70. Okay, this is brilliant. Does anyone have the full length interview? Yeah, they put the link above here. Well, he didn't lie. Okay, no lie told. Okay, there's this. 40 going on 70. Bahaha. Okay, there's this. True words have never been spoken. There's a laugh. Okay, double homicide. It's not even double, it's quadruple, even more, because almost every sentence he said was like a double whammy. Okay, and uninspired, like 70-year-old couple describing William and Kate, all from the mouth of an actual Brit. Priceless. That's what I'm saying. It's not the squad who was saying that, it's a Brit himself. Okay, he hit the nail on the head about Charles and William and Kate. They are boring as hell. 40 going to 70. Absolutely nothing of substance. Love it. He didn't hold back. That is true. And then he's like, lecturing people about climate change. And then you see them going in helicopter, flying here, flying there. This is the thing I've said probably in one of those two videos, one of them that I'm uploading. Action speaks louder than word. How are you telling people to do certain things and then there you are doing completely different? I think at that time on those videos I was talking about their their charities. All right, people cannot take their words seriously. All right, they're doing all of this, but what they do for the charity is nothing. All right. Okay, that was too funny and so unexpected because you're so used to people tiptoeing around them. That is true. All right, 40 going to 70. Yes, I agree with him 1000%. And he forgot to add how much likable they are compared to Harry and Meghan. All right, let's go back. All right, so it's like retweet after retweet. So this is the one that I commented on. Hilarious. Everyone is saying that they look old. All right, there's me here. Best thing ever. It wasn't the squad who said it. All were said with serious face. Epic. All right, there's the laugh. Not just old, but two rich people. They always look like they're wearing old brock. I tell you, some squad, when they start, they don't know how to stop. Ugly old bug that costs thousands of pounds. Yep. Let's see. You got that right. He said 40 dirty, boring and old. That is what they are. I cackle. There's this laughing. Okay, unable to see it because this account owner limit. Okay, I can't see that one. All right, so that was my first tweet. Even the first one was what on my screen and I shared it with you, but this one was the first one that I bookmarked. So let's go to the next one. And I think they all reflect. Okay, these are squaddies who tweeted out. Okay, who tweeted out, and then this is. It reflects to the same video. Okay. When all you care about is clout and recognition, you earn it for the wrong reason. All right, say it louder for the people in the back. Oh my God. All right, the truth and nothing but. And did so. The voice of reason. Thanks. You can say that again. 100. Thank. Truth is a beautiful thing. Preach. All right, there's this. Amen. I think this was something else. Let's see here. Is it? No, that was that. All right, so next tweet. There was one I believe has to do with a longer one. All right, so I bookmarked this, but I think it's further up. Okay, girl, you be throwing some truth bomb in this bird app. So that's what I bookmarked. This is what I respond to her. Zara just jealous that her own husband was busy cheating on her immediately after her wedding. That sermon about love was viewed by the British royal family as a personal attack against all of them because loveless marriages are the norm for them. How dare this black pastor preach love to us? All right, this is look at. All right, so let's go. It's a long thread. All right, so let's go up here, and I believe I shared this tweet with you before, but people were adding more. Okay, that's the thing here. More was being added. Okay, remember the time when the press had the audacity to ask Kate Middleton a question and were subsequently banned from the rest of her engagement at the G7. All right, this one I went over maybe. Okay, I have 2 videos coming today, so maybe 4 videos ago, the most. All right, and the question was literally, have you met the new baby? How are you struggle to answer that? There's the head and the face. She didn't have a lie prepared to answer them with. Okay, well, she did lie and said that she couldn't wait to meet the baby little bit and couldn't wait for all of the cousins to meet. I mean, doesn't everyone know she and William kept their kids away from meeting Archie for weeks when he was right there, not halfway around the world? Okay, well, Archie will have to ask William if he can marry. Well, I mean, they're out there, all right? Once they're over here, they don't have to ask them thing. Okay, well, Archie will have to ask William if he can marry. You know, they're gonna try to toy him around. You know how these people work. They're gonna make their life miserable. All right, all he has to do is just do it. As if that is ever going to happen. Archie will be himself. That is true. Alright, just saying they should completely disengage, otherwise as of now they look like spoiled hypocrites. Okay, how about no, you take them and I want to see you try. Let's see here, what is that? Okay, David Sermon, that's a screenshot. Alright, a bit more navel gazing might do your royal clan some good. Here's a couple devoid of self-reflection who managed to lick Nazi's ass and then receive and retain the title of Duke and Duchess for life without a tenth of the whining we now endure from your aisle. This is why I'm always skeptical. There's something about our history they try to prevent us from knowing. Because I really don't think this guy was he was the figure of the mastermind. But I really don't think so. Okay? I've been saying that quite some time in some of my videos. I really don't think he was, or maybe, okay, there was more who was pushing him for those kind of behavior that he was doing in Germany. And then there you see them here standing side by side with him. All right. So there was support from somewhere, because we know how the Brits work. All right, they're two-faced. They tell you something in the front, but they're doing something completely different in the back. All right. So this, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut, but I don't think he was the full mastermind behind this. All right. Okay, Queen Elizabeth gives the royal title based on royal importance and land ownership. To keep things simple, the titles of Duke and Duchess are essentially assigned to royals based on importance. When Harry and Meghan were married, the Queen granted them to be sovereign rulers of that land. All right, let's see here. Okay, but there are categorically no plans to strip them of their titles, despite much public conjecture after Edward VIII abdication. After Edward VIII's abdication, the Duke and Duchess of Windsor retained theirs until the day they die. All right, let's see here. Okay, no, he won't. Archie is a U.S. citizen. For one thing, he's not required to ask that drip for anything. Okay, that only applies to the first 6 in line, and if permission is not granted, then it just removes that person and their offspring from the line of succession. Who cares? Okay, there's 2 questions here. I know the crown isn't accurate on everything, but I remember this rule, Princess Margaret and the Peter Townsend situation, as I understood it, only apply if you were under 25. I don't know anything, but I remember I read this already. The Succession to the Crown Act of 2013 repealed all the previous royal marriage laws and limited the requirements of royal assent to the first 6 in line. Also changed the consequences of failure to comply. Previously, the non-approved marriage was not legally valid. Now is, okay, 1 of 2. Let's see. It merely removes them concerned party and offspring from the line. The previous existing age rule regarding marriage consent no longer exists. Also, they changed from male preference primogeniture to strict primogeniture. That was the big one there. 2 of 2. Yeah, I remember that's why everyone was hoping Prince George will be a girl. They changed the rule shortly before his birth and hoping her name will be Diana. Too bad Charlotte will be such a feisty little queen. This is one of my favorite GIF of her. Okay, look more like a powerful future queen than a Stepford wife. Woman should rule the world. Alright, so let me move out of this. That's sticking her tongue. Alright, let's see, George. Let's see. I think hilarious that you believe Archie will conform to any of the royal tradition. George will probably marry, have children who will be higher in the line of succession before Archie marries. That is true. Alright, this is reality. Okay, Harry will become an American citizen and remove himself and children from the line of succession. That is the only thing that makes sense. Harry already said I don't think Harry will be a U.S. citizen. Okay, he could be a resident. That's it. I don't think he's gonna be a U.S. citizen, because I hold his word. Whenever he says something, I agree with him, because when he was leaving the UK, going to Canada to meet with Archie and Meghan, that speech that he gave, all right, so he said something, he will always be truthful to the Queen and all of that.
As much as I can share, not as a prince or a duke, but as Harry, the same person that many of you have watched grow up over the last 35 years, but now with a clearer perspective. The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change. We both do everything we can to fly the flag and carry out our roles for this country with pride. Once Meghan and I were married, we were excited, we were hopeful, and we were here to serve. For those reasons, it brings me great sadness that it has come to this. The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change.
So I don't know if when the Queen died, because his thing was for the Queen, so I don't know if after that what's gonna happen, but I don't think he will be a U.S. citizen. But his kids are. Alright, his kids are automatically because of Meghan. But William, Harry, I don't think he will do that. Okay, show how much you know. There are German, Sweden, Norwegian, and the line of succession. Shaking my head. Racism really makes people stupid. Alright, since when Charlie will still be king if there is still a monarchy by then? Archie doesn't live in the UK, so it's no one's business but his. Alright, so that definitely does theirs, but they know what's important to them. But the thing is that because the thing is in existence, I mean, I think Meghan is gonna make sure, she's gonna fight to make sure her kids get what they deserve. Okay, that I know for sure. Meghan is gonna make sure of that. But once those kids get to the age, and that's where Meghan step back. I could see Meghan do that, step back. All right, when the kids are Lilibet and Archie are at adult age, I could see Meghan pull herself back and say, this is what I've been holding for you, that I've been fighting for you, is up to you. There it is. This is it. You make your choice. And then whatever Archie and Lilibet does, okay, whatever they do, and I think Meghan is gonna agree with. Alright, this is what I think. And that's something that I think I will do. I'll fight for them. Okay, the thing is there. Alright, all of a sudden, all of the rule change, this and that, you cannot have this, you cannot have, but when in fact everything was fine before, now that I'm there and everything is changing, she's gonna fight for them. She's gonna say, this is what they deserve, this is what this and the book, okay? They better stay there until the kids are old to make their own decision. That's what I think she will do. Alright, and then after that, she does for herself. I don't think Meghan give a fuck about any of this. Sorry for my language. I don't think she give a damn. But because it's for the kids, alright, Harry is their father. Alright, so she's gonna make sure what is in line for them based on their father. She's gonna fight for them. That's for sure. And this is what she was doing over there for the security and all of that. Once they decided not to give them security, look at this. Yeah, it's like middle finger left and right. Every place she goes, she's giving all of them middle fingers. All right, but when it comes to her kids, she's gonna make sure to protect them and preserve what belongs to them. That I know for sure. Yeah, let's see here. That only apply to the first 6 in line, and if permission is not granted, then it's just remove. Please, that person and the else friend. Okay, I just read that, and then they're saying, there's people in Sweden and things like that that's in line of succession. All right, let's see here. Okay, the same government that bought Brexit was a capital idea, and now our MPs are letting raw sewage. I mentioned this couple videos ago. I don't remember what the argument was, but I brought this up, and I was like, these people, there's raw sewage going on into your waters, and all of a sudden you're worrying about Harry and Meghan stuff. There's more important things here. Let's see here. MPs are letting raw sewage into our waters. Okay, don't hold out any hope for critical thinking from that lot. Serf who don't know their serfs. Okay, let's see here. Okay, if you can poke royalty on their chest like they're your... Who's that? Prince Charles? Okay, Rothschild. I don't know who this person is. You may be a Rothschild. Okay, let's see here. I don't think people realize how the establishment became established. It simply stole the land and property of the poor, surrounding themselves with weak-minded sycophants for protection. That is for sure. Gave themselves titles and have been wielded power ever since. Tony Benn. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. That's exactly that. Okay, I didn't know this was gonna be good. Okay, funnily enough, my best friend at St. Simon is descendant from Scottish serf. His name actually means serf from the south. Even more interestingly, he's a graduate of St. Andrews University, where Kate stalked and snagged William. He says Kate is what is called a ya. What is a ya? Can't talk about history going full circle. His ancestors were forcibly indentured with KK. Kate chose servitude of her own free will. Okay, I just don't relate to this woman who wanted a tiara so damn bad she put the S up with cheating. Okay, she put what's S? She put up with cheating and different spouse, having probably all aspect of life control, and giving her refusal of duties and public speaking. She doesn't even like the job. It really was all about the tiara. All right, I can see that. The person deleted it. Okay, Kate got her teeth fixed. Oh my God. Also, Meghan's natural beauty too, especially now since that's not even Kate's face anymore. Oh my God. Especially now since that's not even Kate's face anymore. Oh my God. Who are you to judge, Karens? And ask yourself why you think the White Duchess is prettier, she's not, than the biracial one, because you're racist. Lily, I met Meghan when she came here. She's very Mediterranean looking, not dark at all. She has had her nose done. Okay, she has had her teeth done, her hair straightened, and Botox. What? Botox? What the hell? She had lines when I saw her and looked older than her. What? She was pretty. Oh my God. We definitely have a different lens. Racists have a different lens from people who's not racist. And by the way, I don't know if you saw some of the tweets that Boozy had posted, where some of the haters sneak in to the comment so without being detected. This is one of them, by the way. All right, this is one of them where they put in their comment without being detected that they are the haters. All right, that's one of them. All right, this is how they do it. They're wording their hate in a different way. All right, and look how she ended it. She was pretty, but everything else in between is just vile. Let's see here. There's 2 comments under that. All right, let's see. She's black, deal with it, and you can check the photos. She's been a Betty since day one. Meanwhile, Kate is on face number 7. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys don't like when I laugh on my thing, but listen to what she's saying. This is what she's saying. Meanwhile, Kate is on face number 7. And when did you meet her? You mean stalker. Okay, she's a squatty. I never follow her until I started reading her comment on my videos, and I was like, I need to follow her. There she is. Okay, let me go back. She's black, deal with it, and you can check the photos. She's been a baddie since day one. That's Meghan. Meanwhile, Kate is on face number 7. And when did you meet her? You mean stalker. Where did you... Where you that bitch that heckled her in New York City? She's talking about when she was pregnant. Okay, that's what she's talking about. That's for comment under that. Oh my god, I'm going deeper into that. Okay, they must have missed this. Let's see this one. Okay, Pagan Trelawney, Babe's stats on a cover. It's from Wyndham website. Meghan was on Suit from 2011 and a black man played her father, which isn't very Caucasian. Her mother has been there for all the important events that her white relative never bothered with, like her first wedding. Okay, Meghan Markle suit showed that Wendell Pierce talk about Prince Harry. There's Meghan and her mom. I'm telling you, Miss Doria, my heart go out to her, what she had to put up with. Miss Doria is a freaking badass too. A freaking badass. She showed herself. She let people know this is who I am. Okay, at the wedding. She wasn't changing herself for nobody. That's some badass. I want that confident. There's a tweet that I bookmark. Hopefully I get to share it. Alright, so there's this. Okay, I can assure you the royal family very much perceive Meghan as black. There's a GIF. Now it seems like I'm back to the original. Okay, where her horse face looks self. Okay, there's the volume. It's always the that act like they all that typical. We all know Meghan is older than hubby. Okay, there's the copy. Copy and egg, but then she still look younger than them combined. Hubby actually look hotter and younger, especially after meeting Meghan. Maybe they should have kept Meghan. She seems to have positive impact for those who are wise enough to keep her. That is true. Okay, she should have had time to still change if she had welcomed Meghan and consulted with her. But all that envy, hatred, jealous, and bullying is not doing her favor. That is for sure. It further ages her already bad life decision. That is true. I mean, there's a lot of women can't seem to get along with other women. She's at a position where her faith, if she's still married with William, her faith is sealed. Okay, it is sealed, just like the video that I showed before. Okay, you cannot skip anybody. Okay, unless there is a vote, then your position is on question mark because you don't know what the people will say, right? So her position is sealed to be queen consort. Is that what it is? All right, but her jealousy is gonna cost her everything. And I've said this before. You want everything, you most likely will end up with nothing. So, instead of working with Meghan, ask her some tips. How can I be better at this? Because Meghan is pretty much all-rounded. I always said there's no perfect human being, but in that aspect, Meghan is perfect for the job. Meghan could have helped her. And the thing is that Meghan have said this. She doesn't mind being in the background. She just want to go and learn and listen and see what the people need. She said it, and I think it's when all 4 of them were sitting on the stage. I don't know where I have that video, but I think I have it. All right? She said it.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that, because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice, they need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. I guess we wait a couple months, and then we can hit the ground running. But up until then, I'm pretty excited.
But these people were thinking too much of themselves. They think they were bigger than life itself. So they can't work with Meghan. Meghan could have helped them in so many things. So many things. My goodness. And all they had to do is just go cut ribbons. All right, let's see here. And they just could have rolled with the idea of Kate is a traditional wife and mother, and Meghan is a modern career woman. If I was the PR person, I would have totally used that to cover Kate's laziness and market them as a Fab Four. Everybody sees that, but them. This is why I said, and you could, anybody who's new, go back to all of my old videos. Many of the topics are all but things that I said in between. I've said this before, okay? Where they could have, what is it? The people who's giving them the PR people. I think they're setting them up for failure. I said this. It must be, because how can they not see that they could have used Harry and Meghan for something greater than themselves? Okay, so whoever's advising them is really destroying the monarchy. And also, what I've also said is that Harry, who was voice of reasoning, Harry was too close to the monarch. Okay, because he's the son of the next future king, and he's the grandson of the queen, and he's the brother of the future. All right, so Harry was too close to all of these line of succession, and Harry was the voice of reasoning to them. Okay, Harry could have given them advice and said, no, don't do that. What they told you, what your PR people telling you, it's not good. It's not good for you. And I think Harry have said it in the Oprah interview, and he said they're giving them bad advice. All right, go before some of the videos before the Oprah interview. All right, all of my videos have dates, and you could see when they were uploaded. I've said this before the Oprah interview, and then when Harry was at the Oprah interview, he exactly said that. I was shocked, and I was like, I knew this, because Harry was voice of reasoning. So they divide Harry, make him look bad to the public, and then they chased him out so he doesn't give those futures and the current monarch any advice. And look what happened when they were they talked to the queen. They were gonna meet the queen, and then all of a sudden, once they know Harry and Meghan gonna meet the queen, they changed the queen's engagement, her calendar, all right, to prevent them from meeting them, because they didn't want any voice of reasoning near the monarch. They really want to destroy it, and I still believe that. Okay, I still believe that. They might be yes sir, yes this, yes that. All right, I don't think they want them to exist. All right, they want them to look bad in the eyes of the public, and it's working, and that's what I think it's happening. All right, all this is my humble opinion. I'm sitting in my office right now saying this. I never talked to any of those royals or anybody. Just my humble opinion, what is being played out in front of me. All right, looks like I'm going to have 2 videos. All right, that's the thing. You can market a trad wife in today's society. Nobody under the age of 35, unless they grew up in a cult, will be attracted to that brand. Nobody. Even other stay-at-home moms cringe at Kate because she's the stereotypical do-nothing all-day wife. Okay, modern woman. Okay, she's still commenting that. Let's see here. Modern woman be they stay at home or working mom do not relate to Kate Middleton. They have more ambition and have accomplished so much more than her. And let's be honest, most stay at home mom work from home or have businesses they run out of their home. That is true. Or side hustle, or still professional degree women who have a partner that allows them to be able to afford to stay at home. She's talking about me. Okay, there is a huge difference in a rich, well stay at home and a poor middle class stay at home mom. That is true for sure. All right, let's see it. This is why I follow her, because her common sense is really good. So these stay-at-home moms have still accomplished more than Kate Middleton, and they deserve someone actually worthy of them to be a representative. To me, they should want and demand a better representative. In fact, I bet many will actually relate more to Meghan, having to work hard, balance their own self-care and mental health, as well as the families, as well as be judged by everyone and keeping the whole family running. Okay, all while still looking good and being passionate about their causes. And the thing here with that mental health they put Meghan through, it's unbelievable. Okay, I know lots of women who choose to be homemakers and stay at home moms, but my understanding is that trade wife, brand advocate, submission, giving power to your husband, but most homemakers I know still want to be equal partners in household decision making and finance, etc. That is true. That is true. I agree with that little conversation here. Exactly. And if they weren't, the whole house and family will fall apart. That is true. That is true. And I'm looking here, for instance, the certain things that I see, my husband doesn't see. All right. So during school days, we just gave my oldest a phone, because there are times we need to interact with him, because there's after school program and all of that. So we need to interact with him for things. So we just give him a cell phone. His friend have been having cell phones since they were probably 8, but now we just gave it to him, right? So all of a sudden, he's on the phone 8 o'clock, meaning p.m. during school, and I told him, all right, during school days, Monday to Friday, you could talk to your friend until 8 p.m. and it has to be with school stuff. All right, you cannot call to conversate and do nonsense. During the week, you're supposed to focus on your schoolwork. All right, unless there's a project, a group project you guys are doing, then you could talk on the phone. All right, and on weekend, because of video games or whatever, he could stay a bit later, 10 p.m. But he'd be playing games and talking with his friend, through the internet, playing video game. I'm okay with that until 10 p.m. Then yesterday, I forgot which time that I told them. Yesterday was Saturday night, and it was 8 p.m. and I started to tell them to get off whatever conversation that he was in. And then my husband was like, I thought you said 10 p.m. Oh, and I was like, okay, I forgot. All right, so I told him he could stay until 10 p.m. to do that. And my husband was like, I don't see why you giving them that time to not talk. I was like, there has to be a limit. Okay? There has to be a limit. Even my own family, after 9 p.m., I don't call them unless if it's an emergency. Emergency. They let me know. Okay, my cousin, who I talk very often, she's like, oh, you could call me anytime. Don't worry, even if I'm sleeping and this. Like, I was like, and even though she gave me that, okay, 9 p.m., that's it. All right, there has to be a limit. If your kids is on the phone anytime, okay, what are the parents gonna think of us? There's no control over here. And then this is what I think of the other ones who's on the phone in the middle of the night anytime. What are the parents are looking at after them? All right, so this is where respect and not really controlling, but monitor. That's the word. Monitoring your kids. Let them know at a certain time you don't call people unless if it's an emergency. All right. So, and during the week, kids should be focusing on their schoolwork. All right. If you have project and all of that. Yesterday I was working with my youngest. Right. There's tests coming up, and I told my oldest. All right. Do you have tests going on? The way that I'm with my youngest, I used to be with my oldest, where I'm working with them and all of that. Now he's at an age where he could do his thing on his own. So I told him, do you have any tests? He's like, no, I don't have any, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I'm working with my youngest, and I said, you better make sure you have 100 on your test, whatever it is, if you tell him. And then 2 hours later, he's coming, oh, yes, I did have tests. I was like, before I get upset, I said, get out of my face, just go study. If you have any question with whatever, thank God he's pretty good with math. Okay, a lot of my math things I forgot. So, but if I go over the work, couple things will pop up, and there's Google I could go to remind myself of some of the things. But you put couple things in front of me, it takes me a while to get it back, because I was pretty good at math when I was in college and high school and all of that. But when you don't do them all the time, you forget. So I told him to get out my face, go practice. If he needs any help, to ask me or his dad, my husband. So yeah, but these kids, they need to control, and this is where the house. Let me not go there. All right. But these are some of the things that these ladies are talking about, where the wife pretty much keep the house together. If it was up to my husband, my son will be on the phone until 2 a.m. It's not good. It's not good. And then when those kids are playing video game, they don't see any time. They could stay up all night. They won't even know the time is flying by. All right. To me, they should want to demand a better represent. Okay, I read this. All white, still looking good and being passionate about their causes. Exactly. They want. Okay, they went as far as claiming she will dilute their blood. Okay, and they should give us the BS excuses like she's a commoner. There's this. It's also commoner, but her blood was good enough. That's Kate here. Okay, what was really annoying is when they said it was zero racism, but all or mostly anti-Americanism. Let's see here. Okay, and then they gave guts to. Okay, and then they have the guts to want to reclaim their American fan base. The delusionment is real with those people. Why? I thought we were uncultured and uncivilized compared to their refined and elegant selves, but they want our fandom. Please, okay, don't be defeatist, dear. It's very middle class. Okay, I mean, this is what the division that they put, the classism kind of thing. You know, they okay, and the UK, they do the classism. Okay, in terms of you're a duke, you're this, you're commoner, and all of this. But outside of the UK, this is where they start doing the racism in terms of tone, color, and stuff like that. They still have it over there, but when you pass certain skin tone, then you become part of the classism, whether or not you belong in this and this and of that. And then meanwhile, they stay at the top and doing absolutely nothing. All right, this is for the weak-minded people. All right. And the thing is that the current royals don't understand that, like the William, all right, and the Kate, they don't understand that. Instead of shut their mouth and just collect the tax money and be a good person to the citizen. But they never teach them why this classism exists, so they don't understand the privileges that they are in to accept it and shut their mouth and don't belittle other people. Alright, so because of their lack of understanding what their forefathers have set for them, the red carpet pretty much, instead of sitting, you know, just do the work and stop bashing someone else who's really not gonna be in line of succession. I mean, they are in line of succession, but they're nowhere near the throne, but they ruin it, you know, out of jealousy. It's self-destruction pretty much. Now, this is not to say I agree with the situation over there, the norm that they created. This is not to say I'm agreeing with it. It's just that I'm saying that they never really teach them the foundation of their privileges. And this is why sometimes I said sometimes when you're doing things, you need to explain to your kids why you're doing certain things. That way, when you leave things for them, they understand, they cherish it, they will appreciate it. So there they are, their forefathers messed up the entire world for them to be at this position. But now that they are in it, okay, they don't understand the privileges that they have. So what they're doing here is destroying, on other people's well-being and stuff like that. Again, I'm not saying I'm okay with it, but it is the same pattern that I see when families are leaving wealth for kids and things like that, but they make it so easy for them, so good for them, where they don't really teach them, this is what I've done for you and this is what I'm leaving for you. And then once they have it, okay, they don't understand the hard work that went behind it. It doesn't really have to be with the monarchy or anything like that. It could be just me and you who leave wealth for your kids or your great grandkids. All right, you leave it for them. You see all the hard work you're doing now, and then you try to make their lives easier, but you never explain to them why you're leaving it for them, all the hard work you did to get it. And then once the kid have it, he never really worked hard to get it. It was handed to him, so therefore he never really appreciated it. Alright, it's the same concept with the monarchy, any individual from a commoner to whatever. Alright, because that happened in my family. So I understand this. I've said this in other videos. Okay, it's the fact that Harry and Meghan had the guts to survive and thrive in the USA that has them not. They were supposed to fail and come back crawling to the abusers. That is that. Okay, and that is in a nutshell. They wanted them to fail so bad it sent them insane. They didn't even, okay, they didn't and haven't and want. Okay, that success is the only thing they hate, and it brings out the racism, misogyny, jealousy, and hypocrisy, and the haters will get no apology for it. I love it. And what is it when Harry and Meghan left? What was those cartoon images they were putting out that where Harry was gonna be working at McDonald's, and you see there's another image I have of them either asking for money or something like that. I'll put those two images. Okay, wait till Forbes named them billionaires. The meltdown is going to be is going to be epic. Okay, I have no doubt that will happen, but all of the greed, no thanks. Okay, so this is your excuse for being lazy and not making anything out of your pathetic existence. How sad. All right, let's see here. All right, so wow, I went deep into this. Let's go back. All right, there's this. I read this. They were so rude during the sermon. All right, I'm back to the thread. This is gonna be another I'm gonna create 2 videos. After that, I'm gonna go to the next one. Okay, and Zara was the worst, and she tried to blame it on the pregnancy later on. Okay, Zara just jealous, and that her own husband was busy cheating on her immediately after her wedding. That sermon about love was viewed by the British royal family as a personal attack against all of them because loveless marriages are the norm for them. How dare this black pastor preach love to us? Okay, okay, I'm back to the original. That was the thing that I bookmarked, and that. So 58 minutes. Let's do a prayer. But I wasn't gonna do 2 videos, but this one took too long. Let's do a prayer. Let's pray for family. Let's do and protection. Yeah, this always good. All right, family and protection. All right, let's see here. Your love and faithfulness along your goodness and mercy surround me daily, so I will not fear whatever might come against me. My trust in you, God, and I give thanks to you for your love and protection. In Jesus' name, amen. Grant, O Lord, thy protection and protection strength. All right, so let's go into image. Let's pick one image. This. Come on. It's taking a while. Okay, God, my children are in great need of your comfort. They are confused and looking for answers. I pray that you provide more ways for us to spend time together as family. We all seem to be drifting apart. I ask that you strengthen our family bonds and help us to really appreciate one another as we should. All right, let's do another one. This didn't really hit the mark. Let's do this. Prayer for my family. Be the center of our home. Father God, thank you for the life of my family. I pray that you, O Lord, will be the center of this home. Forgive us our sins and help us to extend that forgiveness unto each other. Guide and protect us, Lord. Root us in your word. Let our action be ones that bring honor unto your holy name. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, the graceful chapter. All right, so I'm gonna go to video number 2. All right, I bookmarked more, and the other one will be another video. So this one was a long thread. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And for some of you who have donated my PayPal account, I truly appreciate it. And I'm still thinking, you know who you are. I'm still thinking about the pay subscription, but the thing is that when it comes to the pay subscription, it goes higher as your memories keeps on. I need to look deeper into it. And I understand if I keep on my memories here, the way that I'm doing right now, technology change and all of that. These are the things I'm battling with. How I should keep those memories, because in terms of and I did read your comment. And I saw it. The positive thing about that is that when I could be anywhere around the world, as long as I have internet, I could access it. That's the best part of it. All right, if I remember my password to get into those memories, and at the same time, I don't. The other bad thing is that when they are in the cloud, I just don't like people to go into my stuff. Like the busy type of people who knows how to do things. So these are things I'm thinking about, and don't think I didn't take your comment lightly. There's a lot of positive thing into it if I put it in the cloud. but I'm still thinking about the pros and cons of it. All right, so thank you for everything. You know who you are, and some of you who have donated also, thank you for your support. It truly helped. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to video number 2.